Hey everybody, it's Joni Bates, founder and CEO of JB & Co. It is Wednesday at 7 o'clock. What do we do every Wednesday at 7 o'clock? It is Wine Wednesday. This is live on my YouTube channel. So do all the things, like, follow, share, do all that stuff. Harlow's feeling extra needy today, so he's going to join us. And this is also live on my personal Facebook page, as well as my business Facebook page. All right, buddy. And the ATL is having some serious humidity. So you curly girls out there understand this. No sense in fighting it. No sense in fighting it. I have to tell you a funny, and I'm not drinking anything right now because I just literally rolled in. So I haven't had a chance to do that. Right, Harlow? Okay, so I have to tell you a funny story. This is like a glimpse into the life of Joni. So I wear glasses. I always have my glasses on. I love my glasses because I can't see without my glasses. So yesterday, tragically, they broke in half. Gone. Snapped. I was like, Mama's blind. Like, this is not a good look. This is not good. So I was able to get into the eye doctor today. And she's like, okay, you got to get some new glasses, do all your thing. I'm like, no, I need them now. I need them today. I need my glasses now. She's like, we're not going to have them till next week. I'm like, what do you have? She's like, well, your vision isn't terrible, so let's just put some contacts. I'm like, this girl hasn't tried contacts since like 1986. So I don't know if that's a good idea about these contacts. However, first try, I have contacts in right now. Totally different experience, but they're just for distance, right? So I still, because I'm blind, I still need glasses to read close up. So I'm thinking, okay, how am I going to manage this? So she's like, I ordered you glasses. I ordered you contacts. Just run over to CVS and get yourself some readers. Get yourself some readers, and that'll get you through until the glasses come in, because I'm getting on an airplane on Sunday going to Med Camp. So tell me if this isn't hilarious. So these are our new readers. See, these are cute. Crooked still, because it's my face. So I got these, and I got another pair. But I can read now perfectly good. But then what happens when you're like, oh, these look cute on me. Let me take them off and see how much they are. And let me see what strength they are. And you take them off and you're like, I can't read. I can't read what it says. So then you put another pair on and you do the same thing. So that was me and CVS today, doing the Joni show, is trying to figure out how to have vision for the next week until my glasses come in. So that was fun today. So I did get some cute little readers, and I got contacts, and I know this is earth-shattering. I got an iPhone. Next thing, I was telling everybody, and I got my braces off, and I'm going to high school. So I got contacts and an iPhone. It has been a big week thus far for me. Huge week. Okay, let's talk about what we're talking about. The housekeeping is open forum. Say hi, ask questions, all things real estate, or if you need a contractor for something, or if you just need help on something, as far as insurance or lending, any of that stuff. I always have folks in the background who can answer your questions. All right. Okay, so today we're doing a deep dive into how do you competitively price homes. How do you know? I mean, my agents out there, my fellow agents, tell me, how do you know how to price a home? What's your go-to? How do you look? What is your process? Do you have an intuition about it, or do you have a science about it? How do you price your homes? So let's start like we always do. We're going to start with some broad strokes in regards to philosophies about pricing homes. So if you're getting ready to list your house, you've already done research. Everybody does. You get into the ZILLOW and you start looking up what has sold in my neighborhood. Does my house compare to those homes? What do I think that I could get for my home? And then you end up reaching out to a professional like myself, and kind of want to glean some, what do you think as a professional? Because everyone thinks they're a real estate agent. We know that, right? Everyone thinks that they know more than the people who do it every day, 24 hours a day. But it's okay, because you want to be informed. So broad strokes regarding home evaluations. There's 3 opinions, okay? There's really just 3. You can price a home low, right on market, or high. And there's 3 different strategies regarding that. Let's talk about low. There is something that is called 72, as in the numbers, 72 sold. 72 sold. It is something that came out of Arizona. It came out of California. It is a West Coast thing. It has made its way over to the East Coast. It's not on fire here like it was on fire on the West Coast. I think that has everything to do with the timing of the market and the unicorn market that was COVID, and now how everything has significantly cooled off and corrected. 72 sold isn't necessarily hot right now, but let me explain to you what it is. It's a concept. Seriously, you just tooted. Sorry. Harlow, really? That is some deep Harlow love right now. The concept of 72 sold isn't new. They're just putting a name to it. When agents know they have a really good product, they have a listing, they know what to do. They're having their photography done on like a Monday. They're getting everything together on a Tuesday. They're having conversations. Wednesday, they're having an agent open house. Thursday, they're putting the listing out. And in the listing, they're saying we are not doing showings until Saturday and Sunday during the open houses from 2 to 4. And then we are taking highest and best final offers 5 o'clock on Monday. So technically, that house is only listed for 72 hours. Here's what they don't tell you. The backstory is probably a month beforehand, that agent is buzzing around. Got a listing coming soon. I got a listing coming soon. Well, maybe I'll let you in. Maybe, I'll do a favor to you. I'll let you in the door. So chances are that house has already sold when it's listed in the 72 sold method of doing it. And it's listed very low. I mean, very low. You can sometimes tell the strategy that someone's using when you look at a home, let's say in Virginia Highlands for $400,000. You're like, that's either a catfish. We know what a catfish is, or someone's trying to do a 72 sold, which means they're starting really low. Their intention is to make it bid up so high that it passes where it should be and ends up even 100,000 over where it started. So does that make sense? So that's one method, pricing very low. And the current program for that is called 72 sold. Do I do that? Sort of. I kind of do that. You stay, Carlo. You're just going to have to sit right there. Ooh. Sorry, buddy. Stinky puppy. Yes, I do that to a degree if I'm trying to push the market. If there's a home that's in a neighborhood that doesn't have a lot of comps, and I know where it should be, but the neighborhood hasn't experienced the market, I'll price it low in order for it to bid up to where it should be. And I create a hell of a frenzy around it, and then it'll go higher. We recently did that in a home that was Brett Ray's listing. It was in Villa Rica on Rockmart Road. That ended up going 50,000 over asking. Now, we started it right about where the comps were and a little bit below, but the area, it was a little bit rural. Homes were spread apart. So the area really wasn't experiencing the market for that particular product, being like a 3-2 brick rambler with a basement and a pool and 6 acres. So there weren't any comps. So we had to create the frenzy around the market in order to push it up. Okay, that's one method. That's the low method. Let's talk about pricing it right. This really involves, there are homes in the neighborhood who have been selling like this all the time. You know what the house is going to sell for. If it's relatively new construction, 3 to 5 years old, it's got 5 bedrooms, 4.5 baths. It's got the school district, basically the same size lots. What did the one down the street sell for? $765. $765. Okay. Your house is basically the same. It's pretty much the same product. 765. Let's put it at 770. And you're pricing it for the market based on the area comps, right? Here's the difference. For us, what we do is we really market the house not just to this area. We market it, I'm giving you a secret sauce. We market it way out nationally. So you can go online underneath uhaul.com and you can see where the one-way trips are coming into Atlanta. One way from wherever, that's where we do Facebook ads, Google ads for the listing to those places. And a lot of times when folks have one weekend to find a home, they're going to pay a little bit more. So even though your baseline is like 765, you might be able to get 780 because that person wants it now. So that's an example of pricing a home right where it should be. Okay. The last example is needle in a haystack. You have a unicorn. You have a house that is beautiful, custom built, farmhouse on an acre with a pool, with all these, with a tree house, with chicken coop. I mean, a gorgeous, gorgeous home, but there's not anything around you that can give you a comp. There's no roadmap. There's no way to say this house should be like phase level 2 should be, 765. You really don't know. So the best thing to do is to, first of all, know your market in regards to what does a home like that usually sell for. And you might have to go way out. I mean, you might have to go 5, 10, 15 miles out, but find the same product and then back it in. Say, okay, this makes sense. It makes sense because of these fixtures, these finishes, this much land, all this makes sense. And then you price that accordingly. Now, that might be higher than the house next door or the street in general, but the house doesn't compare to the houses around it. It's truly a unicorn. And what you're looking for is the perfect buyer. So that perfect buyer might literally be a needle in a haystack. So in that situation, you are going to be more days on market because you're looking for the perfect buyer. In that situation, your real estate practitioner had better be on point, because that real estate practitioner is going to have to be marketing your house in a completely different way. You might have to put it in specialty magazines, equestrian magazines. You might have to put it in hunting magazines. You might have to put it in, if it's in town, folks who are looking for that kind of scene. You might have to get a little more savvy in how you advertise that property. But that is kind of the unicorn of it. So that is a kind of a basic, broad strokes about the 3 ways to price homes. Now, let's say I'm talking to a brand new agent who is currently just getting into it and they're like, I don't know what I'm doing. Okay. You have tools. You have so many tools. All the work has been done for you. All you have to do is understand how to use the FMLS. Okay. That's the multi-listing site that you all have access to because you pay your dues to NAR, National Association of Realtors, right? You can go in there and I can teach you this if you want to reach out to me. But you basically say, here's the address that I want within so many miles of it. Here's the number of bedrooms, identical or similar to the ones that's your subject property. I want everything that has sold in the past 180 days that is active, pending, closed. That's it. And it'll bring up a report. And then it's your job to take the time to kind of sieve through that report and find like houses. Now, if you're trying to list a split level, you are not going to get a comp on a traditional home. It's not the same house. You want to comp like to like. Now, you can get an idea, an ish for it, but if you're truly looking for a comparative market analysis on that home, you want apples to apples. So once you figure that out, this is in the FMLS, there's a whole thing on there called Cloud CMA. You go through there, you can make it look all professional, click, 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 and it does the work for you. You end up with a 14-page beautiful presentation that you are able to then go on your listing appointment with your presentation, which you should all have I hope you all have a buyer's presentation that is unique to you. Please tell me you do. If you don't, let me know, and we can do an entire Wine Wednesday about the importance of a unique value add listing presentation. So that goes, your comparative market analysis goes, and you have the conversation with the folks. Now, they're going to have a number in mind. They always do. Well, Sally down the street said that her house sold for $495, and my house is better than Sally's because you know it's better than Sally's because I have been, and my house is so much better. Have you seen her paint colors? Yada, 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 yada. That's the information you want to get from your folks so that you can make it a science and be the professional and give them a good recommendation in regards to listing their house at the right price. One thing I want to leave you with when talking about this is it is your job as a real estate practitioner to sell their house, not to list it. I can win listing appointments all day long when I walk into a house that's supposed to sell for $750 and I say, this is a $1.7 million house. They're going to say, okay, I'll hire you, Joni, because you're going to get me 1.7. No, I'm not. That house is not worth 1.7 all day long. That is not the house. So what's going to happen to my sign that's in the yard? It's going to fade. No one's going to buy that house. And then it's going to sit on the market too long. And then you know what happens when your house is on the market for more than 14 to 21 days. Your price comes down. It doesn't just come down. It comes down. It passes that margin and you lose money. It is critical that your home be priced point on, right on, so that you can get the most activity within the first 5 days of listing. If your showing time isn't popping right when you go live, then you are not priced properly and you better pivot and pivot fast or you're going to miss your window. It's okay to make a price adjustment in the first, 5, 7, 10 days. It's okay to do that. But once you start, we call it catching a falling knife. You start dropping and it's just going to keep dropping. No one wants to touch it. Everyone's thinking, what's wrong? What happened? What's the inspection saying? Something's wrong with that house. I don't want it. And you end up losing money. I have talked a lot today and I've had a lot of caffeine. Can you tell? I have had a lot of caffeine. So I wanted to give you broad strokes in regards to listing houses, getting the right price the first time, and making adjustments. Really look at, don't price a house more because it has a pool. Pools don't sell houses. They just don't. People either want a pool or they don't want a pool. You can't increase the price because there's a pool. Now, if the entire backyard has been hardscaped and $200,000-$300,000 has been spent in that yard, yes, then you can increase the value because it warrants that, right? But so there's all sorts of different little tricks about that. Okay, so JB & Co has 2 closings on Friday. Good job, team. Excellent job. We also have a listing in Winston, Georgia. 00 Sears Circle is 5.1 acres. It is down, there's no sign. It is country, down a little road, and it's very private, 5.1 acres for $80,000. We also have a listing in Belgrade, in Woodbridge at Hamilton Lake on Belgrade. It is, 3269 or 3629. I'll remember. One of my people needs to text me what my address is on Belgrade, and it is beautiful. 6-bedroom, 5-bath home. It goes live tomorrow at 2:00 is the first showing. This is a perfect example. This house is stunning. I have literally have people knocking on my personal front door saying, Joni, can you let me in? I'm your best friend. Can I see the house? I'm like, no, you sure can't. You sure can't. You can see it for the agent sip and see tomorrow, which is Thursday from 11 to 1. You are welcome to join us for mimosas and muffins because that's how we roll. Always a good reason to have a party. And then Saturday and Sunday, mega open houses from 2 to 4. And most likely we will be done with Belgrade and Woodbridge at Hamilton Lake by Wednesday, calling highest and best. That's how you do a listing that's priced properly. It is priced for $875. It will bid up. I'm just putting it out there. Belgray will bid up. What else do we have listed? We have a really cute listing coming soon. It is not quite there yet. It's in Decatur, Tucker area. It is the cutest 2-bedroom, 2-bath brick rambler on a huge lot in Linwood. And it is right there in Decatur. Excellent location, super cute. That's going to be $445. That's if you're looking for something in town, that is a hot property. That one will not last. So that one will go super live next weekend. I try to just do one listing a weekend so that my people don't get too tired. Am I forgetting something? I might be forgetting something. But I hope you guys are doing well. This is going to be a fast one because I'm hungry. I've eaten cake today. That's what I've eaten today. Thank you for that cake. And I will be going live next week, Wine Wednesday from Austin, Texas. It is a mega camp. So thank you for all my clients that I, again, this year for the 3rd year in a row, am a mega agent based on volume. And I get to go Balbo's with all the big bigs in Austin, Texas, and get some training and find out, industry standards, industry best practices, and talk to some really, really, really talented people, which I sometimes have imposter syndrome. I'm like, what am I doing here? But y'all trust me to handle your real estate needs and to diversify your portfolio with investment properties. And I love that. I love all of it. So I'm here for it. Okay, so you guys be well and be looking for those live videos. It's going to be fun. I've never been to Austin, Texas, so I'm going to bring you along with me to share the fun. I'm probably going to buy some boots too, y'all. Get some boots. Okay, y'all take care, and I'll catch you, next week, whenever. Holler at me if you need me, 678-788-6465. Bye, guys.